Good morning, all. Today we are going to one of the important question of exemptions of law of demand. So the law of, exemptions to law of supply. The law of supply means the relationship between price and quantity supplied is usually a positive relationship. So the price and quantity it can be in a positive relationship. So as a rise in a price is associated to the rise in quantity supplied. So price also in rise, the quantity also be in a rise. So the law of supply states that other things begin equal in a higher price, the greater the quantity supplied. So the price will be higher, so the quantity of products, the quantity of commodity also in greater. So the lower price, the smaller quantity supplied of in commodity. So it is also in law of supply. So the various exemptions to the in law of supply, so the law of supply exemptions it can be included to the in some points. Future expectations, agriculture goods and perishable goods, rare articles, backward countries. So these points are involved to the various exemptions to the in law of supply. So first one, the future expectations. If a seller expect a fall in price in future, so if the seller it can be in fall in price to the product or commodity in future, then the law of supply may not be in hold true. So the supply it can be in hold. So in this situation, the seller will be willing to sell more even at a lower price. So in this situation, the seller also in automatically, so the price of the product it can be in a the price of the product it can be in low, so it can be in decreases. So however, so if they expect the price to rise in future, they would reduce the in supply of commodity. So another one, so the seller it can be the rise in price, so automatically it can be in supply of commodity also in decreased, so it can be reduced. So in a order to supply of commodity, so later it in higher prices. So in this situation it can be ordered in a commodity, so in high price. So it is also in future expectations of the seller. So in second one, agriculture goods. So agricultural goods, the law of supply does not apply to in agricultural goods as their production depends upon the in climatic conditions. So the agriculture goods it can be supply and does not in agriculture goods. So it can be depends upon a in a environmental conditions like in a climate etc. So if due to unforeseen changes to the in weather, the production of an agriculture products is low, then their supply cannot be increased in even at higher prices. So it can be depends upon the climate conditions and weather situations. So it can be in a low of products. So there will be in supply cannot be in increase to the in agriculture goods. So next one, perishable goods. So perishable goods like vegetables, fruits, etc. Seller will be ready to sell more even if the prices are in falling. So in perishable goods, the seller will be ready to in more products. So the price of the commodity it can be in decreases. It happens in because the seller cannot be hold such goods for a long, so it cannot be in seller, it can be hold the products in long period, it cannot. Yeah. So it can, it is also in perishable goods. So next one, rare articles. So the rare articles, precious articles are also in outside the scope of the law of supply. So it can be in outside scope for the in law of supply. For example, the supply of rare articles like painting of Mona Lisa cannot be increased. So it is also in painting of Mona Lisa cannot be in increase to the in supply. So even if their prices are increased, so can be if prices are increased. So in this in popular person, it cannot be increased to the energy articles. So next one, backward countries. So in economically backward countries, production and supply cannot be increased with rise in price due to the shortage of resources. So the price of the products and the supply of commodity so cannot be increased. Why? Because of in due to the shortage of in resources. So these points are involved to the in exemptions of supply.